Hey, what it do? Long arms easy, bish. It's TJ Felony live on YouTube. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Getting ready. Well, it's Tuesday today, ain't it? Sorry about that. I was just ripping my bit. I just got home from my adult activity, professional bullshit, errands, all that crap. I'm gonna play GTA 5 for you here in a little bit. Hope everyone's having a good day. Ain't got nothing too serious going on. I think most people probably have an easy week this week, rolling into the Christmas holiday. Everyone be safe. Everyone likes to booze it. I know that on Christmas. Everyone be safe with their alcohol intake and driving and all that crap. There was something I did want to go over on my for my daily felony video. Uh, One thing I've hit on this a little bit before. Um, One thing that really is disturbing to me to see is okay, we lost the election. MAGA won this election. You got to get over it at some point, right? Like, okay, let them see what is gonna happen here. The immediate rise and normalization of sadism is just something that is so disturbing for me to watch, and I'm gonna go over an example of that and why I this video honestly is more aimed towards Trump supporters, MAGA, vocal supporters of MAGA, and just kind of maybe they'll watch it and understand, like, well, yeah, maybe we are giving off a kind of a creepy, vibe when we do things like this. And I'll go ahead and pull it up here. I'm gonna do this is gonna be one where I go over some stuff I came across on my Twitter, and you'll see right here right away. It's a nice video. This Derek Evans, asshole bigot, former member of the West Virginia House, former January 6th political prisoner. So this jerk off was one of the January 6ers that led to the death of what, two federal officers, and yeah, thinks he's a hero though. Well, he posted this crap, and this is what the Trump regime has really noticed works to rally their base, and it's watching minorities, people of color, get roughed up. And this is kind of what I wanted this video to be about. Is I was doing a mental exercise with myself earlier, thinking who is more to blame for this situation we're in, Donald Trump or the people that support him? And where I landed was it's the people, because these people have clearly demonstrated that they love to watch people of color get beat up. They love it, and I'll show you here in a couple minutes. Um, and Donald Trump's a dirtbag. He all he's thinking about is himself, his own power, his own legacy, and he's gonna give whatever his base wants. He's gonna give it to them, because when all signs are pointing to you being not just a participant in the Epstein situation, but a partner to Epstein, which he was a partner to Epstein. Um, you have to cling to that power, and he's quickly found, especially in this term, a lot more than his first presidential term, the videos of minorities getting beat up by goons, Proud Boys in uniform, whatever you want to call them, really rallies the base and draws them together and unites them. And it's just fucking scary for a guy like me to watch. And so this asshole is posting this video, not sure where it came from. It seems to be a local news agency filming it. And you have these ICE assholes bringing out a young man of color, uh, and they're at a courthouse. So this is a tactic these pricks are using because they got to hit this quota that Trump keeps putting up. He's putting a quota on them, and dude, if they don't get it, he's axing them. He cleared a bunch of ICE generals and replaced them by people that'll be more tyrannical. And one of the methods they're having to rely on to fit the quota is snatching people that are going to their immigration hearings. So this guy was at a courthouse. These uneducated supporters of this type of thing are probably thinking, oh, he was a criminal, he was there in charges. Most likely he was there trying to move his immigration case forward. They're snatching him up while they're trying to follow the legal process. That's one of the biggest complaints by guys like me is these aren't criminals. These are people that were chasing the American dream the right way, and this is how we treated them. I don't know if that's the case here, but it's the case for many. So they're bringing him out and they're roughing him up. He's a little guy. He looks about my size. And you got these big Proud Boy assholes in uniform, and they're beating on this guy. And you'll see in the comments. The comments is what I wanted to go over. Is what's shocking to me is "Wait, what are you giving a striptease his shirt? The guy got roughed up. He lost his shirt. He got roughed up. Probably got it pulled over his head and beat up like a hockey player. You guys think it's funny? All right, let's go ahead and the comments is what was particularly disturbing to me is the celebration of something like this. Look, we've had presidents in the past that have kind of made getting the immigration numbers down one of their main focuses, but it was done with professionalism. It was done with dignity. Yes, we've had issues in immigration in America. There have been catastrophes and human atrocities. The situation in with the little kids. But look what we're doing now. We're celebrating atrocities towards people of color. Like those atrocities in the past were always due to being cold and not recognizing human rights, the right to adequate shelter, a dry, warm place to sleep, communication with legal advice, communication with your family so you can tell them what happened to you. These are the things in the past we used to rise up and stand against when they were taking. Now we're celebrating, cruelty and disappearing people. And yeah, we'll start going down. And what I was saying is you can you can attack um illegal immigration with dignity and do it in a way that isn't this. There's a way to do it where everyone's rights are protected, everyone is treated fairly. This seems to be almost they're creating political theater at this point because Trump knows that rallies his base, and also this is a big distraction for the Epstein situation. This has been one of Trump's biggest strategies was to distract his base from the Epstein files, and this is one way he does is with racism, showing people of color getting thumped on, and it works. That is the rub. It's not that Trump is doing this. That doesn't surprise me. It's that it works time and time again. So let's scroll down. First comment. Love it. Every single minute. Notice every single person is a white person. You're not going to see anyone that's not a white person. And you look at the first one has me comment on it because obviously I came through here already. I was already on the prowl through this comment stream. I said, do you ever look around at all the other white faces in these comments and think, wow, I'm a bigot? Because none of these people think they are a bigot. They all think they're a patriot. They're celebrating. For one, they're a sadist. They enjoy watching people get beat up. I don't care what color you are. I don't want to watch anyone get beat up. I don't want to watch Trump supporters get beat up. I don't enjoy watching anyone go through, violence and getting roughed up. I don't enjoy it, and no matter who it is. Um So you're a sadist for one, and you're a bigot. You're getting off on what these videos. She loves it. She loves it. Loves a strong word. She loves these videos of people of color getting roughed up by Proud Boy goons in ICE uniforms. So this is my original post. I'll spam the shit out of these things. I try to ratio them out, and I just try to let people know that this isn't the majority of America. This is a small slice of bigot Twitter. And there's my post. It says, "Why are you guys proud of sadism?" That is the scariest thing about you people. You're literally the NFFA from the Purge films. You know all the like elitist white plastic people like in the Purge movies that are like up in the galley like watching the show. That's who these people are. And it says white plastic elitists with no understanding of true life struggle. And that's a lot of it is compassion is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. And look at this young man. This guy, he's probably being ripped away from his family. He probably came here on a limb, anyways, didn't know anyone here. So he doesn't know what the fuck's gonna happen to him. He's heard horror stories about these idiots sending you to Alligator Alcatraz and wherever. You can end up in a country you've never been to. You can be disappeared. That guy is horrified. He's a young man, and these people think they love it. They love it. Guy, look at this guy. He can't be no more than what, 22, 23 years old. Looking back, like is anyone going to help me? I came here to I came here to talk to the judge about my immigration case. Like that's what that guy is thinking right now. And there's people that film them, and that's all you can do is just film. Just let the world know that this shit is happening. It's just wild. But again, it's the comments that I wanted to focus on. So, all right, let's get going on the comments here. It's kind of like when someone visits your home, your rules. Our country, our rules of law and constitution. You wouldn't want this illegal activity in your home, would you? What illegal activity? That young man came there to most likely, I'm not sure because there hasn't been any information released, but they're snatching them when they're going to see the immigration judge. So what are you talking about? And then MAGA Warrior. MAGA Warrior! You guys are fucking insane. So what's the problem? The criminals have zero dignity. How do you know that guy is a criminal? Because there's Proud Boys in uniforms roughing him up. Obviously, he's got to be a criminal. Like, do you guys think at all? And it's all just, these guys are white supremacists. I'm not gonna dance around it. These people in this comment stream are white supremacists. Throw that turd back in the toilet it crawled out of. Know nothing about that young man, his situation, why he's here. They didn't release anything about who that guy was. I'm assuming he was there to uh meet with the immigration judge. Like that's because that's how they're filling a lot of their quota right now. That's these videos of them attacking people in hallways. That's what you're seeing. Is like dudes coming in with their folders and paperwork, thinking they're there to like. They probably come in there thinking it's a good day. Like yes, finally it's my appointment to be heard by an immigration judge. And they go in there and get attacked by these asshole Proud Boys that were just given uniforms to go beat up minorities. They probably would have done it for free, but they were given massive bonuses to spread racism and violence. It, it's so dangerous, man. So you're I don't know what. Oh yeah, there's one per. So you're a Christian? LOL. Good on you, Grant Tice. He recognizes that sadism is never cool, no matter what the situation. LOL, deport. These people with their cameras. Great work, guys. Another one bites the dust. Another one. What's a one? It's a person of color. Bye bye. That's what I voted for. That's what you get a lot. Look at this dumbass racist meme of Trump throwing, over his wall. Look at this shit. Okay, this is where it starts to ramp up. Throw the chick with the phone in and take her too. Yeah, the person trying to hold tyrant, rogue, fucking Gestapo accountable. Filming. Let's make that a crime too. Let's just take away all human rights. No more rights. Just give them all to the Trump regime. You fucking psychopaths. One thing I noticed is Elon made a new function recently where you can find out where a lot of these accounts come from and originate from. And a lot of these accounts, they're not even Americans. It's Russian descent. It's bots. But yeah, look at all these. Justine says I love it. Look at the big goofy smiley face. Fun times for that person chasing the American dream that just got beat up for going to their court case. But if you notice, it's all white people, and if he is here illegally, then he is a criminal. Hasta luego. Too bad they can only carry one at a time. Look at all these white bigots, man. You people don't think you're not racist, white supremacists? Like you don't think you fit the mold? You take pleasure in watching minorities get thumped in videos. You use words like "I love it," but you're not a white supremacist. I love when they do things like this. They'll take beloved characters, the American pop culture icons, and bring them into their filth. Will Ferrell wouldn't think that shit was funny. Not one bit. Look at them all going after the look at the incel bigots. More. Look, dude, these people are insane. I love the woman, the stupid woman with the phone. It's just wild, man. This is rallying the base, and it's also orchestrated and fabricated and pushed like an avalanche whenever Trump kind of gets some heat on him. In which right now it's the Epstein situation. He's the number one force trying to cover up the release of Epstein files. They're trickling little any photo they can find of Bill Clinton. They're throwing that out to try to distract everyone. The worst they seem to have of Bill is him in a hot tub. But this is part of the strategy to distract the country and his base. Mainly his base is what he's worried about. He doesn't really care what the liberals think because they're gonna, they know. He's got to hold on to his base, and one way he does that is by ramping up the bigotry, and that's why you're getting a waterfall of these ICE videos. And when I was thinking about it earlier, like who's really to blame in this shit? It's these people because they've made it very clear the racism and bigotry excites us. Give us more of that. Give us as much as you can give us. They're even saying it more, more, more. Feed us more bigotry. Feed us more racism. Feed us more videos of minorities getting thumped. Like, keep them coming. So they're to blame, right? Look at this guy. Matt gets it. Matt gets it. You do see some lights in the darkness every once in a while. Look at Matt Lat here. Y'all want immigrants to come to this country legally. He's doing his process legally. See, Matt understands. The guy's at court because he's going through the immigration process most likely. But it's still not enough for y'all. Y'all are jokes. Yeah, absolutely. They don't even like these people either don't want to know the real situation or they don't want to accept what the cruelty, the betrayal that this is to these people that are traveling over, all of it. It's just, it's gonna kill our country. These people don't respect our laws. These people. Look at these out of touch Karen idiots. Who are these people? That guy looked like what? He was maybe Asian, like maybe from like Laotian or Vietnamese. So like, who are these people? When they say these people, they mean people of color. Plain and simple. Anyone that is not white Christian, that is these people. It's just wild times, man. Wild times. Well done, Jazz, blah, 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 blah. Alright, you get the drift. I could keep going. It's just people congratulating and saying they love sadistic videos. Look at Taco, calling the guy a taco. He seemed like an Asian, so I don't know if, but it's harsh, man. It's harsh to watch this. Look at this one. Easy to carry most of those little short Hispanic Fs. But we're not Nazis. We're not white supremacists. These people, this is the Republican Party right now. This is the base. They're white supremacists. Simple and plain. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to play some GTA 5 before this shit just sends me into a depression hole. It's just vile, man. Sadism is never gonna be cool to me. Like I said, I don't give a fuck who's who's on the end of the stick. Um there was this trend, bum fights that kind of popped up. Dude, I condemn that shit. It's watching people get hurt. If you enjoy that, and I'm not talking about blooper videos. I'm not talking about like, UFC top 10 knockouts. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about watching people go through emotional distress and get wrecked, get their lives wrecked, get physically beat up. Like if you're getting off and enjoying that so much that you're willing to type it into a computer, dude, you've lost your way. You're an evil person. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know if there's no any way back for that type of shit. It's making me lose hope in the country that there's so many participating in that type of behavior openly, blazingly, or like brazenly. But my sister's pretty intelligent. She sometimes reminds me that you gotta I have to keep in mind that a lot of the shit I'm seeing is happening on Twitter, X. That's Elon's app. It's a fucking MAGA right wing stronghold cesspool. So it's not an accurate image of America. Trump's approval rating is in the shitter. Even amongst people that voted for him, it's down like I think down 60%, they said. So I think a lot of times I'm getting um, discouraged by what I see on Twitter, but it's because I'm like seeking out the loudest assholes on the planet, right? Cat Turd and MAGA Warrior, so it, maybe it's important to keep that in mind that the platform where your information is coming from is going to change how things are being perceived and the ratio of people that are supporting it compared to people that are calling it out and recognize that, wait a minute, sadism's never fun. Like, this isn't right. What are we like? We're the next generation of Nazis if we're not careful. And people are like, oh, that's funny, blah, blah, blah. We're following in the footsteps of the Nazi party. That's how they were able to rally and raise enough heat against the Jewish population and the communist population, they got a lot of hate too, alongside the Jewish population, was with it didn't happen overnight. It was slow burning propaganda, like this stuff you're seeing. You win people over eventually, and it becomes normal to watch people get beat up in the streets, and that's what they're doing. They're following in the footprints, and eventually what they used were false flag operations. They staged events that were, the Jews did this, or they burned the Parliament building, and they blamed it on the Communist Party. That way they could round up all the communists the next day. These are tactics that have been used and exposed. So don't fall for it again. Like that's why we teach history, is so we know the mistakes that were made and we can avoid them in the future. It's frustrating to see us, marching down that path. And I think people that have studied World War II history closely, they recognize it right away. Like, wait a minute, this guy in the White House is he's playing out of these guys' playbook, like step by step. It's almost like they're coaching him along, but they deny it. Even when you got Elon out there giving Yahtzee salutes. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to play some GTA. Uh, like, share, follow, support, all that stuff. If you want to support financially, buy me acoffee.com/TJ Felony. Help me keep going in my content creation career, exposing cyber cults and libtard justice. All right, let's get over.